besties, welcome to another episode of Reality Chat Room with Damz. And as you already know, this is the Damz of Reality Chat Room with Damz. Today we have our guest here. Please can you introduce yourself to our besties?
Hi besties, my name is Obiekwu Christabel. Right?
Yeah. So who is Obiekwu Christabel?
I'm a believer, an entrepreneur, just a girl. Literally.
A girl? Well, I'll say a lady. Yeah, so let's just go right into it without wasting much of our time. Today we'll be talking about something very interesting. Yes, we're talking about friendship. Yeah. So, would you say that friendship is like a necessity in today's world? Do you feel that someone can live a life without having friends, or you feel like, oh, we have to have friends?
We all have to have friends. That's just the truth. You cannot live alone. You can't do everything alone. You need people. That's just the truth. So it's something that you cannot do without. Friendship is like one of the most important if not the most important part of a man's life. So it's something we literally cannot do without. You must have people in your corner, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I think so too. But then you've had so many cases of friends that betrayed another friend, or friend that did something bad to another friend, and because of that, some people feel that it's good that they do life alone. But I know that nobody can do life alone. We are not meant to do life alone. I mean, the way God created us, we are supposed to, have people to do life with. And good friendship is one of those things. So how do you balance how do you make good friends? Maybe that should be the question. How do you make good friends? Or what are the things to watch out for before you can call someone your friend? Okay,
so the truth of the matter is that you cannot totally know a person. So you can have a friend, and then along the way the person starts putting up some kind of attitudes and behaviors, and because of that there's a fallout. So I, for one, I choose my friends. I don't allow people choose me. Not like I am proud or anything, don't get me wrong, but I like choosing my friends, and that's because of the kind of person I am. I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. I cannot have secular friends like that in my corner, because you know that if you have friends, they must be serving a purpose. It's either these people are adding to your spiritual growth, or they are adding to your mental growth or something. They must be playing a part in your life. So having a friend or choosing a friend, for me, first of all, is by spiritual discernment. Okay, how is this person going to impact my life? What role is this person trying to play? And you know that you cannot say because you are a Christian or because you're a believer, you now have just Christian friends. Because your life literally does not revolve around just that Christianity thing. So you can have friends in your workplace, have friends in other places, but still discern the kind of people that you put in your corner. What did I say about evil communication?
Corrupts good manners.
So you have to have those godly, even if it is not in the church setting, those godly people in your corner. So for me, I pick my friends, I watch them. You will not know that I'm observing you. You will not know that it could even be when we're having a conversation, there are some things you will say, and then I'm like, okay, this is this person's school of thought on this thing. This is how this person is seeing this thing. And then I'm like, okay, maybe this person can be my friend. And it could even be on like maybe business level now. If I see that you are very industrious, you are hardworking, I'll be, okay, this person may have his or her faults. The person may not be so spiritual. There may not be no spiritual impact. But okay, this person is, business inclined. We can have, I know there are levels to this friend thing.
Yes.
Some people, you just have to keep them there, because maybe they serve purpose in the business world, or maybe school. So you can just keep them at that level of, okay, this person is just serving the purpose for school and business. There are some, you can call this person your friend, but not everybody needs to be in that corner. Like, that's your inner circle. not everybody must be. I've had friends that, I grew up with, and these are people that are not so spiritual. I call them my friends, but they know that they are not in that inner circle. They know and they respect it. And that's because, we've been friends for so long. We literally grew up together. I cannot say, okay, because I'm now a believer, I'm a Christian, I have to now just sideline them and not talk to them anymore. They are still my friends, but they know their place. They know that, okay, I met other people, later, but these people hold more value to me than these ones that we grew up together. So they know their place and they understand it and they are fine with it.
Okay, so if we're saying that, it means that our values do not need to totally align for us to be friends. And I'm coming from the angle of the fact that there are different kind of friends. We have some academic friends, we have, some workplace friends, or maybe friends is not even the word we are supposed to use for these people. Sometimes we use the word friend, carelessly. Some people are just our church members, but my friend. Some people are just, our work colleagues at work, but we are quick to use the word friends. I think because it's easier to say friends than saying this person is my colleague or something. I don't know. So we just call them friends. But I feel that there are some people that have different, needs to be met. For me now, if I'm looking at something in the lines of academics, I know which of my friends to call. If I call this person, and if I'm looking for I want to have fun, I know which of my friends to call. So if I want to pray, I know which of my friends to call. So but does it feel like is that even right? Can't you have all your friends in one person, someone that you can pray with, someone that you can have fun with, someone that you can do very, very everything with?
Actually, you can.
Okay.
But it's just that it can be very difficult to see that one person that fits into all categories. I have that person actually, and I'm really grateful, to God for that, or two of them. I'm grateful for those people in my corner. But it can be really, really difficult, having that person that fits into every sphere. You understand? For me, when I wanted to choose these people, or when it was not even me choosing them now, it was God bringing them to me. It was at the time that I needed them
the most.
God just sent them to me. And the truth of the matter is, it's not we even happen to be in the same academic sector. It's not we are colleagues or classmates or coursemate or whatever. But these people just fit into. So there are people that, okay, if you're having academic troubles, you can just call, I'm having and then they are there. You can be business troubles. I'm doing this. They are there. And it's not they are in that field. But God has just blessed them with so much understanding that they understand even things that they don't belong to. So I'm really grateful that I have those people. And if there's anything I know how to do, and I'm sure that a lot of people that know me, they know, I know how to put tag on people.
Put tag on people.
If you are my colleague, I'll say you are my colleague.
Oh, wow, that's good.
If I knew you through a friend, and maybe we talk a lot, I'll still say
you are my friend's
that
friend.
You are my friend's friend.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how to everybody's not my friend.
Because what I find out is that sometimes these people that we put tag to other than friends, sometimes they don't feel so good that you call them acquaintances, you call them.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
We are adults, we are adults. I cannot lie to now make you feel good about yourself. If you are not my friend, you are not my friend. I talk to you, yes, but you are not my friend, and you should be able to live with it. That's if you are not trying to overplay your own part as well. So you should try and be okay with me calling you my friend's friend or my classmate or my colleague or something. It's just me setting boundaries. I want you to know where you stand.
So that we don't overplay our role in people's lives.
So you would not, because
and I'm not expecting too much
from
you.
Do you get? Because I'm a really kind person by the grace of God, and I don't want you taking that kindness for granted. Okay, I'm extending the arm of friendship. I am not. It is just my nature. I am naturally kind. When people see me,
so let's know our place.
So let us know where we stand.
Oh, wow.
I'm being kind to you does not mean I want to be your friend or I'm trying to make you my friend. I'm just being kind to you because that is my nature. So it's not me trying to friend zone you or whatever. I will still call, if I see you tomorrow, that's my colleague. I'll still call you my colleague. I'll still call you my customer. I'll still call you whatever tag it is that you have where I am. So
that's fine. That's great. So how do we replicate reciprocity in friendship? Because I find out that these days, sometimes it might be one person doing all the calling. It might be one person doing all the checking up. I just want to check up on you. And the other person is just there. Maybe by the virtue of the work or whatever schedule the person have. But then it can be so tiring when it's just one person always reaching out. How do you think that can be balanced? Try when you call this person your best friend. Do you think the tag best friend is a thing? Because for me, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think and I'm like, do I even have a best friend? I have friends that
that thought is mutual.
But then I'm like, I have a best friend.
This is a reality chat.
Yes,
so
please. So let's be real.
I don't want to say what I am not, because I also suck at reaching out. I'll be very honest, and that's because you see, the truth of the matter, everybody's busy. We are all busy. I'm not saying that you cannot like. The truth of the matter is, if you really, really like somebody and you appreciate the presence of the person in your life, you would want to reach out. You would want to check on the person. You want to just, But like, for somebody like me now, I'm being honest. For somebody like me, for like the friends I have outside church, they know it's so difficult for me to reach out. And that's because you see these people in my corner, they're like my fellowship members, but like they are my family. And they have everything I need. Like,
so you don't think that you will be needing any other thing?
It's
that
not like I
have?
don't feel like it's not like I don't feel like I would not need other persons. But when you have like become so comfortable with these particular people, like I have a friend. We've known each other for like, say what now? I think roughly 7-8 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she wants us to be like really close, and based off of the like time frame, it is expected that these people are supposed to be like really, really close. They are friends and they've been friends for a long time. And then she wants to call, she wants to text, she wants us to talk all the time, and sometimes
it gets tiring.
And it's not like I'm using it to do bad though.
I get it.
It's just my nature. Because this my family that I'm talking about. There are people that they have everything I need. Is it spirituality? Is it morals? Is it business? Every single thing. Like they are all encompassing. Every one of them. And I'm really grateful to God for them. So bringing another person from like, I will not say outside because they are also my friends, but like bringing another person that is not in that circle, it can be really, really difficult for me.
I get.
It can be really difficult. And because of that, they're always like, Christabel, you don't reach out. You don't, I want mama here. We are the ones calling you. We are the ones in this. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not like that. Everybody is busy. I just used to give it. I'm sure when they're watching this episode, they will know. I give excuses. I can give excuse. So one had to like create a group chat so we can always talk. But sometimes when I even see the messages, I'm like,
I thought I had to respond.
What is happening here? But like when I'm with that my family, I'm a chatterbox. I can talk from now till next year. And because like I have like even friends my age group in that fellowship.
So it's easy for you to relate.
It's very
with
easy
them.
for me. It's very, when I was in UNICEF, even my classmates, like even the people that we stayed in the same compound, they knew these people because I was always talking about them. Imagine, schooling in Delta State. That's like really far from Lagos. But even people there know that you have one family in one place that you will not stop talking about. You are always mentioning these people to them. So they know, and they are not trying to beat it. They're not trying to.
I feel that some friends are in our life for some particular season of our lives.
Yeah.
They are not supposed to go with us all through.
Yeah.
And once that season comes and they have to maybe stop being our friends, I think it's always good that we accept it without, attaching so much importance to it or trying to look for reasons why that thing happens. Yeah. We should just accept that, this has come now. We have to, go different ways. Maybe because of something, because I believe that as we increase and grow in our different or choosing career or whatever, we need so many people along the way. And you get someone that you would eventually call maybe my best friend or, at different points in life.
Yeah.
So, and there's this other one that you grew up together and they're like, since she even started working in that bank or something, she has stopped being our friend. She said maybe because she's now, they have that thought. So how do you settle this animosity? Because you're now you don't want to be the bad person. You don't want it to appear as if because you're in a higher place or a better place, you're not trying to associate with them. But they're not seeing it that way. They see it as maybe you being proud, or you're trying to isolate yourself, or you don't feel proud to show them off or things like that. How do you balance those things? How do you settle? How do you explain to them?
Okay, so for me, yeah, I've had like a similar experience, but this one was not even like based on work or anything. This one was because I got into school. So I got into school, I think that was 2019, 2020. And then I had this friend in church. So because of the whole school thing, because they've been trying to gain admission into school and they could not. So I got into school before like every other person.
In that,
yeah, and they just stopped talking to me.
Wow.
They just stopped.
Did you try to reach out at any point?
I did. I tried reaching out. What's up now, babe? What's going on? And they were just giving me excuses. And I felt like, okay, I think it's for the best. And because I've lost friends, and that's like based on Christianity. As you grow as believers, God would drop weights off you.
Yes.
And it could even be some friends that you've kept that are not so healthy for your spiritual growth.
And they just have to go.
God will take it. And don't try and bring it back. Don't try and force it. When you know that God is trying to do something with you, and trying to take certain things off you, don't draw them closer. So I understand it. I understand it so much that when certain people leave my life, I know that it is God's will. Anything that happens in my life has to be the will of God. So if it is not God's will, I know that. So when they live like that, I know that Allah know you, and I'm okay with it. And I don't try to push it. I don't try to, the time of that school experience, that one happened like before I even took my work with God really seriously. And I knew that it was still God, because looking at that person's life right now, if we were still very good friends, because we were really good friends then, if we're still really good friends, I will not be I will not be trying to attain the righteous life that I am attaining right now. I would not be there, because I've seen things about this person. I've heard things about this person, and they are not so pleasing to my ears. And you know that people, whoever they see you with, they will say, this person is like, you may not be like that. But as long as they're seeing you with this person, they already know, they already think that, okay, this person is just like, and I would not want to be seen with such a person. I would not want to be associated. This is somebody that even some mothers are not even telling their children to stay away from this person. So I don't want to ever. So when God takes people off, because my own life, it is God's will or God's will. So when God is removing people from my life, I know that God does not want this person in my space, and I am okay with it, and I don't try to fight or try to say, please, let's be friends back or something. I understand God's will for my life. So
okay, I get that, yes. But sometimes I feel that God's will, sometimes it might be dicey, because sometimes maybe it's because of I'm not using your own as a case study now. Some people, because of one thing they are doing that they don't want to stop doing, and maybe it's harming the friendship, if they are just taking some time to check inward and remedy that part, the friendship would have still been going on. But at the end of the day, because they could not do that, they did not search inward, they assume that it's the will of God for them not to be together. And it might be a friendship that would actually propel them to their next level in life, or something that they actually need. So how do you balance, or how are you sure that it is God's will and not your own, what's the word now? I'm trying to find the word. And not your own, I can't find the word, And not your own, maybe not necessarily pride, or not your own, you get.
Well, for me, there's sometimes that that this person is meant to be in your life. You understand that this person is actually good for your growth, and then maybe you guys go through a hard time, because friendships also go through hard times and everything. So, and then maybe for some reason you decide not to extend that arm of, okay, let's see if we can sort things out. Let's see if we can settle whatever it is that and then it just leads to like the breakup of the whole friendship thing. And for me, I want to, I'm learning it actually, and it's something that I'm really working on. There are certain people that God has placed in your life that you cannot lose. And when you go through certain, should I call it hard times with them now, you just have to put in the work to make sure that things work out between both of you. You have to let go of your ego, let go of your, and sometimes it may even be that they are the ones that like have the problem. They are the ones at fault. But the benefits that this person, is giving. So you have to just try and put in the work. You cannot allow your ego get the best of you. I've had like friends that I was willing to make things work with, but they felt like, ego me, and my ego has to like, I cannot. And then me on the other hand, I'm like, let's try and sort things out. This thing is not that, it's not that difficult. Exactly. It's not that hard. Let's just try and okay, let's paint a scenario. Imagine having a friend that you've known for like, say, 7-8 years, and then maybe one thing led to another, and you guys now got into a relationship. And then the relationship did not really work out. And then because of that, the person is, willing to just throw the 7 years of friendship
away.
And then I, on the other hand, I'm like,
if
love doesn't work, let friendship work now.
Oh well, but that life is not that easy.
Like life is not that difficult.
Well, to you,
life is not that. Me, I don't take life that.
We don't attach so much importance to it. Because I'm trying to reason it from the guy's angle. Like I'm supposed to be this is. You see, our life, life in general, is not like the place that we are going to be forever. So let's make the best out of it. So you cannot sacrifice years of friendship because of your ego, or because you had a little fight and you are not wanting to settle whatever it is. That is something I'm learning as well, because I don't know, sometimes maybe because of like what I know I am in God, I try to like place so much importance on myself that when I talk with people, or like when I have a friend and then the person is like, maybe we're having an issue or something and I don't want to resolve it, and the person is coming like, let's try and settle this thing out. And I'm like, calm down, just hold on, we'll settle it, but I'm not ready to talk about this thing. It's something that I'm trying to work on, because you should work on it, because I feel that's you being egotistical too. I cannot say okay, because I am all this and I am all that, I would now like forsake a friendship that I have had for like a really long time and I know that benefits me. The flesh is really crazy. Yes, it is. There's
this deception that, especially when, you already doing some spiritual things, and then you don't feel like, I'm fine that we are friends,
we are not on the same spiritual frequency. We are not on the same spiritual level,
So it just takes God help, literally. Like God just has to help you for you to maintain some relationships, even when you are up there. It's just God's grace, honestly, and God's help. And we need to be very, very conscious of not allowing the flesh take over when it comes to situations like this. Especially when, for somebody like me now that has like what I need in my group. You understand? So now wanting to make friendship work with somebody outside that circle can be really difficult. But it just has to like take conscious efforts. You just have to consciously work on that thing, so the friendship can be better.
Yeah. So I think that let's just end with this, that in any friendship, during conflict resolution, we should always be willing to say sorry. No matter who is hurt, no matter who is offended, no matter who, offended the other person, let it be that anybody can say sorry.
Yeah.
Especially when they are friendships that are priceless, where they are ones that we know that we cannot do without. We know that we actually need them in every step of the way. I don't know if you know these people, J Boom, Secret Place Wife, and Veronica Molay. They are this, I don't know what to call them here, but they are on Instagram, they are on, they are friends. And when you see their friendship, is one that I really appreciate, and I just look like, how are these people doing it? I was in a conference one time, sometimes last year again, and they were talking about friendship too there, and they're like, two of them had an issue one time. One of them was not willing to, mend the issue, or at the end of the day, they were able to settle the difference, and they are still friends till today. We should have it in mind that in friendship, just like every other interpersonal relationship, issues will come, problems will come. The problems are not the issue. How we resolve those problems are the issue. And we should not feel too big to resolve any issue. And also, because we are Christians, we should prayerfully resolve some issues. Sometimes it's the devil just doing its thing, because he knows that the end goal of this friendship is going to be something very big. It's going to be like a big break. It's going to be, and he doesn't want it to be so. So we should be sensitive in the spirit to know some of these things. And when we see that some things are happening, let's take it to God in prayer and ask that God interferes. While we are doing our parts, let's also hand it over to God. And if after all said and done, the friendship still did not work out, then we'd accept that it wasn't meant to work out.
Just to add to what you've said, some friendships are friendships that you cannot afford to lose. You need these people, that's why I said earlier that you cannot do it alone. You cannot walk alone. There's no how you
can do life alone at all.
You cannot walk alone. But in as much as we are trying to make friends, let's try and make friends that belong to our tribe. It's very, very important.
When you say tribe now, you mean
I mean friends that are Christians. Friends that share the same values as you. And that's because I understand that people want to extend arm of friendships to other people.
Because for me, I have Muslim friends.
No, I'm not even talking about the religion thing
se.
now.
Okay.
I know a lot of Muslims that are really, really nice people, and they are really their morals and everything is on point. But I'm saying, as people now, the kind of friends that we keep would either make us or mar us. So we should be very, very, very discerning when it comes to picking, because people can pretend. People can come to you and act like what they are not, and then when you see them, you're like, okay, this. And the crazy thing, everything is so crazy right now that people can even research about you before they come to talk to you. And then when you say this
so
person
they tell
knows
you
me,
what you want to hear.
This person knows me so much. Let's you are my friend. What's going on? How far? You're my friend already. And then these things have a way of showing themselves later. You cannot hide forever. That's just it. Somebody will definitely know about the behavior one day, somehow. So we should be very discerning when it comes to picking our friends, and we should know the things I understand that friendship is good. Yes, we should know the things we say to our friends, because sometimes it's not even about them saying it to other people now. People have different spirits. They have different I don't want to call it things that follow them now. Okay. But people have their spirit can object to things, especially good things. For somebody that is just a neutral person, you don't know God, you don't know anything. Your spirit can object to something good. Imagine I come to you now and I tell you that I'll be traveling next month. I'm relocating to Canada next month. And then you're like, I'm really happy for you. But then your spirit has objected that thing I said. And somehow, maybe they will not tell me that, okay, my visa, one thing. And so
we are Africans,
in as much as
I believe that the life is more spiritual than
exactly.
Physical.
So in as much as we have friends and we are close friends and everything, we should know the things that we say to those friends. That's why I really, really appreciate Christian friendships, because I know that me and you will share the same thing. So if I tell you something, you are either telling me, okay, let us pray to seal this thing.
Seriously.
Or let us. So I understand and I accept,
I remember a friend of mine was relocating. Was it last year now or 2 years ago? Because it's now, and we were on the phone till she was going to leave tomorrow. We're talking, we're praying, encouraging each other and all of that. Till she boarded, till she landed and all of that. And I'm just grateful that I have someone that can trust me with things like this. Up from the beginning till the end of the visa, everything, she carried me along. And I'm really grateful for such a friend like this. And I'll do same too for everything going on in my life. She knows about it.
That's the kind of people we should have in our family. That's just it. I understand having friends in other sectors. But for me, for me personally, you see that Christian friends, there are people that I cannot let go, and I'm just grateful still that they now like happen to be people that understand everything, you know. So it's just easier having those friends.
Having everything in one person.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I just want us to also say that we should learn to uphold our friends in prayer. Randomly, when I pray, I mention my friends' name. This person. You know, let's learn to uphold them in prayers. They are humans too. You know, they go through things. Sometimes there are things that they cannot even share with us. Let's just learn to uphold them in prayers. And, you know, above all, let's try to build solid friendship. Let's also be a good friend. Sometimes we want good friends, but are we ourselves good friends? You want to be able to say that my friend is good, but can your friend say that about you, that this my friend was so good?
Sorry, just because I was having a conversation with a friend. I think that was like 3 weeks ago or so. And before 3 weeks ago, we have not been talking so much. I think the last time we really spoke was 2020. You know, and then I posted on my WhatsApp status. I was like, it was a meme of Patience Ozok where she was warning her friends that this I need you people to do. I don't want long life and prosperity on my next birthday. I need you guys to bring everything in around. And so I posted it and I was like, my friends, I hope people are saying these things. And then I now added that have good friends. It gets why. And then he entered my DM and he was like, are you a good friend?
And what struck me?
And the thing struck me. I was like, what is this man trying to say? I said, yes, now I'm a good friend. And I said, okay, how have you been a good friend to me? And I said, I pray for you. Because I know we don't talk all the time, you know, and because I know how to assume a lot. If you're my friend and we are not talking for a while, I will assume that you are busy. I may reach out and maybe you don't reply. I will never ever think that maybe this person is trying to like not talk to me. I'll just assume that okay, this person is very busy. And so because of that, I told him, I was like, you know, you're a pastor now, and I understand that you have like a lot of responsibilities.
Trying to make excuses,
so
right?
I just pray for you because there's nothing I can do, you know. And I was like, you should do better. And since then, we talk like almost every day. Since that time, you know, we talk all the time. So yeah, praying for your friends is very, very key. I take it as important as praying for myself. Like I take it that important because the kind of people I have in my corner are people that, you know, they share things with me quite alright, but I know that there are some things that they may be going through that they cannot share. You know, because it's not everything that you can tell somebody. That's just the truth. There are some things that you just tell to God. And because the kind of friends I have, they are prophetic. I can go through something and I don't tell anybody.
God has already revealed it to them.
Christabel, but why did you not tell me that you were? And I'm like,
oh wow.
We
have to have this session again because we cannot finish talking about it. It's a very broad topic. Yeah. So besties, we have come to the end of today's episode of Reality Chat Room with Damz. Yes. Do well to like, do well to comment, subscribe, and also share. And trust us to bring more exciting guests on this show, Reality Chat Room with Damz. Talk about exciting topics with you as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.